You see? Down. Good girl. You see? Sit. Well, it's a down, but I'll do. Say hello. Good girl. So, what's going on this morning? Well, I've got Missy. Sit. You see? You see? Not talking to me this morning. And then we've got Chewy. The last one. So why am I sitting here? Start the video. This is a regroup. What happened this morning? Decided to take the chew moisture out. Naughty boy. And Missy, the very well behaved 16-week-old puppy. Chewy's 10 years old. So the reason for a regroup is he keeps running off. It's something I don't normally have trouble with, but because I'm trying to control the puppy, the other dog's running off. So while I don't advocate being on lead all the time, Chewy is on lead. We'll see how that goes later on. But for now, Chew Moister's now off lead. Bound to cause some trouble, end up back on lead as we get into the busy part with all the dogs, all the people. Chew Chew. Come on. So as predicted, as soon as a jogger comes past with the dog, Chew Moister runs off and runs for 10 minutes with a jogger. Yeah, not so funny. So, more reason to train a dog when you have one. Stop this ridiculous behaviour that we have here. It's not my dog, so I haven't took responsibility of it. Chewy is a prime example of why you should take your dog out and train it, and do it in singles. And try and bring two untrained dogs out and expect not to have problems. And when the problems start and you can't control them, it's because you have two of them. So when people say, oh, if you've got one dog, you might as well have two. It's double trouble. But it's double trouble that can be dealt with by loads of training. Dog, Missy, like this. And that one, Chew Chew, come. As you can see, no recall. So I fetch her back by using the border collie on the ball. Chewy, come. Chewy, come. And that doesn't work either. You see? Give. Good girl. Sit. Missy, sit. Good girl. Wait. Fetch. This is pretty much how you get a recall. Come. Good boy. And that's because it's the training treats. Chewy, come. Chewy, come. Chew Chew, come. Good boy. Good boy, come. Come on. Chew Chew, come. Good boy. As you can see, In the distance, he's run off after 2 joggers. Chewie, come! It's going to take more than a bag of treats to get that back. So one of the things to teach your dog is the word wait. Chewie, wait. Good boy. There's a good boy. Because it cuts the distance, the boundary breaking distance that they've got. So they can't. If you're trying to train your dog when you walk, it runs off to other dogs. It's better to pick somewhere other than Chasewater to walk it. Takes away the distractions, all the other dogs. Talking about this dam last week. They built it in 1797. 2 years later, it burst and it flooded the whole of the valley here. It's been out about an hour now. Chewie, wait. Chewie. And it took an hour of walking, telling him off, training him, doing whatever, to get him to just ease off. I'm pretty sure if I took him out every week for a month, maybe twice, 3 times a week, and trained specifically on a weight and a recall, I would have no troubles with him at all. So it is that simple, but you have to put the effort in. Now he's broken his boundary distance there, and he's going to ignore me. So I'm going to switch off and recall him. Wait. Ah, wait. 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 Good boy. Loads of praise. Good boy. There's a good boy. You enjoying your walk? Glad you are. The beach area when the water's low. See loads of people swimming out from here. It's the old house there. I think it was a rectory, if I remember rightly. The repaired dam, and there was a mine just over the back of this section here, which I'll put a photograph on in shortly. And if you go to the end of here, you come to a train bridge. And the track used to run pretty much where those people are there. Up past the sailing club. If he's on this track environment and there's no other dogs, getting your dog back's pretty easy. As soon as you include another dog into the equation, you end up with a problem. Dogs, wait. Wait. Dogs, wait. Chew, chew. Chew. Wait. Chew, chew. Come. Good boy. There's a good boy. This is a lap dog. Doesn't want to come back too much for food. It doesn't want to play with balls or treats or anything of the kind. But praise it absolutely loves. So don't forget to praise your dog when it comes back. Angry, frustrated, whatever that might be. Whatever that dark emotion is. When you've lost your dog and you can't get it back, and you eventually get it back, and then it comes back to you and you tell it off. It's fatal. Negative energy. No good. He just ran off and started a fight. That's the 4th one so far. Chewy. Chewy, wait. Wait. So you got to keep the boundary close. Boundaries at the point at which the dog runs off, decides to run off. Wait. Wait. Come heel. Missy, come heel. Dogs, heel. Missy. Yes, you're getting away with a lot today, aren't you? Why is that? Because I'm having to concentrate on the older dog. Come on. It should already be trained. It should already be doing the right things. Missy, come on. You have a friendly Missy. Oh, one thing that's come to mind. This guy on the internet. I'll put a link in for you. Worth a watch. So this side of Chasewater gets less people on it. This is the rugby club side. So if you're having trouble with your dog, get on the back side of something like this. Try and keep away from other dogs. And spend time training your dogs. Choo choo, come. Choo choo, Chewy, no. What I think this is Chewy keeps attacking this beautiful dog. So the pup's decided the way of controlling it is to luckily it doesn't hurt. He's got an underbite, so it doesn't actually make any bite. Come on, Missy, stop it. You can see who's going to be in charge in our pack. Oh, yeah. It's this one. Yeah. And she's only 16 weeks old. Yeah. She's easy to control. You get your tennis ball out and you just shout, "Where's your ball?" Oh, she comes back every time. Every time. But, as I may well have said before, if you allow a focus or a fixation on any one thing, particularly a tennis ball, you can end up with a dog that you can't control because you have a tennis ball fixation. So you have to be careful how much tennis ball action you give. So you should take it off them on a regular basis. Leave it and walk them without the tennis ball. I've seen border collies walk continually, the whole walk with a tennis ball in the mouth. Back at one of my favourite spots on Chasewater. This is the Cannock number 2 area. I keep waxing lyrical about this place, but I absolutely love it. The fact that originally it was a bog and wasteland that was drilled and found a coal seam, and they stuck mines all the way along it. So it's gone from nature to heavy industry, and this would have been really this is a spoil pile. This was originally part of Chasewater, and they put so much spoil in that it dammed it off and produced separate lake. But here, if you look behind me, now, that bit there is a spoil pile, and it continues all the way down. And then there was rail links on the top of them, and they just push all the spoil off and keep pushing it further and further off. So when I've gone to try and find the old mine, bearing in mind it was a huge one, you could find a handful of bricks, just 1 or 2 bricks, which is amazing that something can turn back to nature so easily. So there is hope for the planet, as long as we remember we're supposed to put everything back after we've dug it all up, and which is going to happen with electrification, with the EV industry. Battery metals are going to become heavily mined, and they're going to dig up half the planet to get hold of the copper and vanadium and God knows what else. Don't get me started on the battery metals. There is nowhere near enough to cope with the green future that we have. A beautiful walk, eh? Look at that. Oh, Chewy causing more trouble. Chewy, come on. Chewy causing trouble again. His obsession with weeing after he's attacked every other dog on the planet. So you're not the only ones that are having problems. Industrialisation, there's very little of it still evident, but here, some tubes, one going there, and there's one here. There's no way it can't be not linked to the mine. It runs out to there. What it was for, whether it was for pumping or something or other, drainage, and they're incredibly flat. Wait. Mrs. lost yet another ball. She's averaging about 1 per walk, maybe more. Hopefully I bought a load, and I'm obviously now sharing them out to the dog community. You can thank me later, and thank Missy later. Beautiful day over here again. Woof woof, woof woof, woof woof. Woof. Woof, woof. You're a good girl, aren't you? Missy's turning out to be an exceptionally good dog. Except for last night she kept me awake till 1 o'clock. She pooed twice in the house, peed twice in the house, played up all night, woke up early, peed on the kitchen floor. So it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Here we go, trouble's about to kick off. So, summary of today's walk. Choo Choo should have been trained a long time ago. He's unbearable off lead. He's unbearable on lead. It's only when you're not around any dogs that you can have any joy with him. He comes into his own when there's no dogs about. He should have been snipped to stop him from wanting to fight the other dogs, wanting to pee continually, and wanting to run off continually, run off into the distance just to sniff. Now, all of that, saying all that, that could have been trained out. It could have been trained out really quickly, but it hasn't. He's 10 years old. And that's saying you can't teach an old dog new tricks is relative to the owner. She happens to be my partner. She's going to kick my butt for saying that. But when you see the likes of Missy, who at 16 weeks old, down at distance, recall, balanced behaviour, and then you have Chewy as a comparative. Dear me.